Hi Tara, welcome to the
Hi.
show.
Thank you. Thank you,
Good
dear.
to see you. You're one of the best known and busiest model coordinators in South India. So, where did it begin?
It started around 35 years ago,
Okay,
where my husband was an advertiser, my late
okay,
husband. And
okay,
so they were preparing, I mean, they wanted to make some ads with a
okay,
small candy ad. Okay. That time I'm talking about before the Doordarshan comes. That time they wanted some children to make on Hima's candy. I still remember my first ad. So I organized some children, some 20, 25 children from the school. And
okay.
then it went off well. Actually speaking, I didn't even know it is called coordination and all. Okay. I just, for my husband said I did it. But it did went well. And I
Okay.
think his other people were asking who coordinated. It's nice like that. Then my husband gave me an idea, why
Ah,
don't you do this, because it is a very good business and you are capable of it. That's what he said,
right,
you are capable
right.
of it. That is what I think the inspiration, it ignited me, in me. Then journey started. Afterwards, after some time, I had been to my native because my children were small. I had been to my native for summer holiday. One Mr.
Yep,
Shashikant, he's the photographer. He
right.
asked my husband, I believe we need some models. Can you organize some actors? So with
Okay,
my husband help, I casted one lady for those days. It was only sitting fees. You remember? First,
right,
they will give the sitting fees. So
right.
that sitting fees may, like, we gave one lady, one actor. I think
Hmm.
it is Lakshmi Mills or something like that. So it
Okay,
went well again. So that
okay,
is where I started my career actually.
okay. So you have seen so many assignments, and it goes on from, you said, from a child of 5 to a man of, an elderly person of 70.
Yes.
Your range has gone
More
past
than
all
that,
that.
I have 97-year-old model actor. 97-year-old.
What product was this? Or
Pardon?
what was it for? What was it for?
No, no, no. We
What?
have the model. Even
Ah,
97-year-old man is not out. So we have all types of model. That's what it is.
so better
Newborn
late
too.
than never.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes. That's it.
okay. But who is the large proportion? It's all young people who come to you. Tell me what happens with people approaching you. Do they come to you regularly? What happens?
Yeah. See, it is both the ways. Sometimes we approach because wherever we go, we will see the suitable faces and we will ask them to model. That is one thing. And some people, new people come. Yes, of course, I will guide them according to their looks. In the sense, suppose if they don't have a proper hairstyle or this one, we will help them presentation,
Okay,
how to present, how to improve them, their acting and all those things. We will help them, and we will also put them into right kind of ads and try to make them model, because we do audition. So when we are
right.
doing the audition, I literally help them to act, how to act. So
Okay,
because since my nature is very soft, and I'm not a bossy type of people, a person. So they also like my direction and the way I tell. So I
okay,
literally sometimes act and show. So
okay.
that is how I make the models as an actor.
So, have you modeled for any of the assignments?
Actually, many times people are asking, but I don't have the time. But I did one ad which is not released, so that's what I can't tell you what is that. But I fairly did well, I guess, because I teach now. Obviously, acting is coming in me, so
Yeah.
it's like that.
So you're like a natural born talent. It just came to you. You started, your husband asked you to help, and then you just. So, how did you go about? You just went to the class and asked them, can I get 20, 25 children? What happened there?
Yes, I went to my children's school and I'm
Right.
very friendly. I know, I just asked her, like, I wanted some children, can you give? So
Ah,
can I take? She called me all children and whatever you want, whoever you want, you select. So
okay.
including my children, we picked up 25 children from one school, and we
Okay.
took them for 2 days rehearsal and 2 days shoot. It went off well. And they didn't even pay me. They didn't even give anything to the children, but I accepted. Because that's a milestone for me, actually speaking.
Yeah.
So that is how it is.
So, so most people do it in fits and starts. You went into the deep end. It's like recruiting a very large number and then coordinating the entire thing would have been quite a
Yes,
task.
by God's grace. Yes, yes.
Yeah, you managed that. Okay. But what have you seen? What are the changes you have seen in the last 30, 35 years that you've been a model coordinator? Yeah. What are
It's a
the
good
changes that
question. Yes, in terms of model, um in terms of model, those days we have to go and approach the parents, and they have to come. Otherwise, they were not coming at all. To be frank with you, we only have to approach. And me being a lady having two children, they were also trusting me, and then
right?
they were sending. And what's happening is when the shoot is happening, the early morning the car will come to my place. I will go and pick the models up, be there with them whole day. Evening I will drop them and come back home. Having two children, I had a tough time to do that, but that was that. Now it's everywhere. People are aware of the advertising, and Instagram is one jindabad. Like, people are posting there, and they are aware of everything. So even sometimes they don't need even the casting director, because they themselves post, and client will call them, or they are very ready. So there is a vast difference between those days and these days. And in terms of acting, in terms of preparation for modeling, and the boldness, willingness, so everything is there now. Those days it was not there, so literally we have to make the model. It's like that. So a lot of differences there.
A lot of differences are there. So, like you said, social media has come in, and today's children are very aware of
Yeah.
how to, what is their best angle. So, like you said, when you started off, you probably had to tell people how should you stand, where should the light catch your face,
Yeah.
all of those things. Now they seem to know exactly which light is the best for them, and even the backgrounds and environment and clothes which are best for them.
Yes.
But what are the so is it casting for ads that you do more of, or is it a mix of ads, movies,
Ads.
serials? Ads, right?
Predominantly serials. I don't do much. I
Okay,
do for web casting. Now it is happening. Now web series is a lot
right,
of happening. Some of
right.
them I do, but predominantly I do advertising, because my hands are full with this one. Only now I started acting school also, so that is also. And I I do national brands where the audition is happening, and I have to pass the model from south to the national brands. That is
Okay,
basically I do. More of them I'll do. So
okay.
that is it.
So what is a typical assignment like? A client comes to you, and what do they, or a producer comes to you? The ad film producer comes to you. How does it work?
No, client will never involve with us. We never deal with the client at all.
It's always the
Okay,
producer's
especially
film.
only production houses, they will call, and we will send the models pictures. Sometimes, see, today we are doing for one ad, ad. We are casting. They are not asking me to send the pictures and getting the approval. They
Okay,
trust my judgment. Taraji, aap like पांच दे दीजिए. So like five option is enough. You give. So that is
right,
what, because since I'm experienced, they take my word seriously.
right,
So that is how it is.
right. No, and that's an amazing thing because to earn that kind of trust takes
Yes.
quite some time. So I'm sure you've also moved from the old days of when you used to have photographs and albums, and you had to physically send photographs across to agencies to
That
just
is one thing
emailing,
I
or
have to.
today just showing a website. So how has your business changed in terms of how you show the models to the production houses?
Yeah, those days, maybe before the internet comes, we used to take the pictures hard copy. And see, when I started, I didn't know Tamil, because I'm from Bangalore. So I didn't know
Okay,
Tamil, I didn't know Hindi, English, everything I learned along with my children. Like, our profession made me to learn. So I
okay,
didn't know anybody in Tamil. So literally getting one person was very, very difficult, actually speaking. Somehow
okay.
I started collecting, and I have
Hmm.
to put them into the folder, that album. So
Okay.
every day I have to go to different agencies. From it start from uh, Gemini flyovers to all over Tamil Nadu. I mean, all over Chennai city. I used to go because different agencies. Those days, house was not there. There was no
Yeah.
TV commercial. Na? It is only now it
Right.
started. So
Right.
those days, only the advertising agencies, we have to go to the agencies and meet them along with the big albums. And for example, one agency says we wanted father and mother, or some agencies will take children, old age, or a
Right.
young bride. Like so, we have to take all types of picture. It was very difficult for me to, because every day I have to take it, put it in the folder, and then evening when I come back, I have to read, keep it back, and again next day morning, whenever they ask other agencies, I have to this thing. And I
Right.
started my career with a great, because those days there was no phone. I
Hmm.
didn't have any phone. We have to use literally the public telephone booth. And we have given our contact number, and the agencies were calling. And I have
Right.
to go and sit in hours together
Physically,
to get my turn. When I
right.
get my turn, I will get one call I can make. And again, if I have to make another call, I have to wait. So that was a very toughness I had. And
Right.
somehow, I have managed, because the agency people are very good, to be frank with you. It's my luck. All the people are very good towards me, though I'm a lady. Those days ladies are very less in the industry, but I
Okay.
did not have any bad
Any.
experience. Yeah,
Okay.
very nicely they were all taking care of me, to be frank with you. I really miss that now, because these days nothing, we go to the shoot and agency people will come, production, these days they have their own ego, and the culture is totally changed, so those days
Right.
it is not like that. We are very friendly association we had with the
Right.
agencies, and it was going well. But it was a tough, because I used to go in PTC bus, to take it, because my husband was telling go in the auto, but I was, no, ladies are ladies, to save that money also. I used to go by PTC bus and carry that suitcase type albums, and show it every there. And one agency, another agency, I used to walk,
Right.
taking that, because in Mount Road, if you know, there are so many agencies in Mount Road.
Right.
So I
Right.
can't take the auto. It is all walkable distance. I have to carry this suitcase, my handbag, and myself, and walk and go to another agency. It was, but I enjoyed that also. It was nice,
Yeah.
but it was
Yeah.
tough also, definitely,
No, but
because I
I
had
think
to.
you're right. Anyone who looks at the business today will wonder how casting happened earlier because, like you said, there was a lot of face to face interaction. You
Yes,
had to see photographs. And I remember having to evaluate 30, 40, a whole, like you said, a whole set of photographs. And then you say,
yes.
okay, this, and then it goes back. So, what was the system that you developed? How did you work your albums over time? So, would you have an album for, let's say, young people between 20 and 30? Or, how did your classification begin?
Okay, earlier it was only the photograph, as I told you. Now it is
Right,
all digital. Okay, so we have made the like systematically we have organized, like children from 5 to 10 years, and 10 to 15 years, and after that teenage, like that we have made the folder. And
right,
similarly, 20 to 30 years one age, and 30 above till 45 is 40 maybe one
right,
age. Okay, and then
right,
45 to 70, 90 years one group. That's what we have done, because we need all types of people. And also we have made the folder for the character artist, character faces. And we
right.
also have made one folder for fat man, thin man, all those kinds of requirement is there. We have made that also.
Yeah. No, it's quite amazing how, it's only people who are in the business will understand what the complexity is because for people who are outside of advertising, they don't even know what are the various issues
I,
that need to be handled and,
I
yeah,
had it all. I had it all in my You know what? Sometimes, see, I am the middle person, okay? The
right,
client is this side, model this side, our artist this side. So what
right,
happens is we coordinate, we organize everything pakka, we fix everything. Suddenly, when they are coming, something happens. Somebody is not well in their house. They can't come suddenly. And also, or they meet with an accident, something is happening. And that time to organize the actor immediately, it is the toughest for us. Because once the client mentality is, once they, we keep some, at least, for example, 50 to 100 pictures we give for one character. So they will fix one or two. Okay, they will shortlist one or two. Okay, in that they will shortlist one. So when that one shortlisted one, the finalized one is not available, he or she, that time to match that in that particular short time, it's very, very tough. I remember it's about 25, 30 years ago. This was for the agency called RK Swami. I was coordinating for some finance company. Okay, that time, one gentleman, I have spoken to him, everything is fixed and he has to go for the shoot. And I'm seeing next day when I called up the previous night, he's no more.
Oh God.
So like this also it happens. Then there used to be a photographer called Suresh Menon. He said, Thaara, I didn't know that you coordinate for the people also. So it was a joke, but it was very difficult. So why I'm telling you all this, to our job, not to look at it's very easy, very lucrative like that. Yes, of course it is lucrative at times. Many times it is a loss for us, especially these days, because those days, suppose if an agency calls Pakka, that I know that they are getting the job only for us. Now it is not like that. As I told you, Instagram and all the social media, because they are also getting the models directly, and the people also somehow approach the people, and they will call all the other casting directors or the model coordinators. We are not sure that they are getting the job from us. So that time what happens is, when they approach, I can't say no. We work really seriously, because I'm very punctual with my work. I'm very sincere. If I take the job, I will do it. So we really work hard. Finally, when they don't take the models, it's a very much loss for us. So that is also happening.
That's also
So
happening. What is the difference that you've seen? Yes, one thing, like you said in the beginning, young people or even people who wanted to model were a little hesitant. Now they are confident. So,
yes.
how do you handle people who sometimes get aggressive about wanting projects and expecting to get cast?
That is all there, because they will come and meet me. That's what I don't give the appointments only these days, because when they meet them, because since I'm a very humane person, so they think that okay, she's a big casting director, she will get the chance. When we don't give the chance, it's not in my hand. They don't understand that. But we are impartial to anybody. Absolutely. Only thing is, see, for example, today we are casting. They're asking, like my opinion, ma'am, which actor is better in terms of popularity. That's what they are asking. But ultimately, it's up to the clients. It is not in. I cannot even get one model selected to the any ads. It's
Right.
not possible. For example, I have my own people, my nephew, my nieces, all they are very handsome, good looking. I could not give any chance. It's all up to the client. It's like that.
Right.
So we can't do anything. We don't have
No,
any
and like
word
you
on that.
said, yeah, and exactly like you said, this whole point of good looks is so subjective. There is no such thing as, because I've seen people who look fairly ordinary, but when they stand in front of a camera, they're suddenly transformed. It's as if the camera seems to love certain people, either in
Yes.
terms of expressions or in terms of angles. And when you see the person off screen, they're not as
Yes.
attractive
All
as they are
actors
on
also like
screen.
that only. Most of us are like that only, without makeup. You cannot see. I'm talking about the ladies, not for the men. But in terms of, as you said, when they come in front of the camera, they
Yeah.
have some experience while facing the camera, means they will do extraordinary well. That comes,
Yeah.
see, I don't know whether you know or not. I started acting school also now, called Ignite.
Right.
So my
Okay.
intention is that when we are doing the audition, literally how to teach them everything. I thought might as well do as a one.
As a professional,
Yeah,
yes.
professionally, so that many people can come and learn, because I teach not only acting, how to behave, humanity, giving and taking, and I do teach meditation also. Every day, a different kind of meditation I teach. So all these things I include because I thought you should not be just a actor. You should be a good human. That is basically I wanted everyone to be in the society like that.
Right.
So that's my effort. Uh,
Right. So when you have, what have you found are the important aspects for a model to succeed? They should be professional. When you say they should be professional, what are the qualities that you are looking for? That they are punctual, that they do what they say they'll do. When they're asked to come at a certain time, they'll come. On the set, they don't have an attitude. What are the things that you have found work well when people want to repeat a model, or they say that, yes, this particular model has done well?
Yeah, see, when they are coming as a professional, first of all, their interest has to be deep. Okay, if they are very, very serious about acting or modeling, then only they have to come. Just like that, they are coming. It is no way it will never useful. It will never be useful. But when they are interested, they will take
Right,
our words seriously. Definitely, they will
right,
take our words, and whatever the suggestion we give, they will take it. But yet, most of the people, they will go to the shoot get delays, and one person is very irritated and he or she will influence other model, and then all of them will complain, and they will they will not cooperate. That we make sure that it should not happen. That's what we go to the shoot, I go to the shoot, and I'll see, sir, everything is happening. And I personally, I'll tell them that it is, suppose if they call you, and suppose they call you to the set by 7 o'clock, and the shoot is at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock or 8 o'clock in the night, do not bother. You are paid holiday. You are taking everything, they've taken care. You got to be careful. You
right,
got to be cooperative. Yeah, because already when the shoot get delays, producer has got his own tension, because he has to lose money from his pocket, and also
right,
getting delayed. Suppose if any actor is there, that problem. So many problems when they are having this, these people create the problem. It will be very difficult, and that is one thing. And some of the girls, I can't say it's female models, they what they do is, sometimes they will come with a boyfriend. Sometimes they will always be in the phone, and they won't, when we call, they won't say anything, any problem, but when they go after that, something happens, and they always will be the phone. And a producer, a director will not tell me, because why to disturb Tara ma'am karke. But actually speaking, after that they will say this much of big, this one. I said you should have told me, because I tell everybody, all the models, I'll tell them that please cooperate. Okay, at the time of this thing, suppose any unbearable problem happens, you have to call me. We are there to set, because we have to see both the side, right? Even the
right,
shoot, suppose if it is a last 2 days ago, there was a shoot, it got delayed till 4 o'clock in the morning. I was there in the shoot till 8:39, and I made sure that they got the extra payment. So we have to see both the side. So if
right.
the client side any problem is there, how to have to handle. And this is also, but that is problems is there always. Depends upon the models and the person actually. Yeah,
You get a fascinating close up of human nature operating under pressure. It's like there are so many things which have to come together at that precise point for
yeah.
something to happen. So I think, as far as you're concerned, by temperament, are you someone who is fairly unflappable? You don't lose your patience easily. Uh, what do you
No.
think are your qualities?
I am very, very patient. To be frank with you, I have great level of patience when it is comes to the handling. That is the only reason I think my plus point is that. Because when the
Okay.
people come to the auditions, when they wait, I teach them. However many people are there, when they are, okay, come, okay, shoot, tell the dialogue. No, I don't do that. Patiently I teach them, because each one observing capacity will be different. So I am
Right.
very patient towards them. Even in my acting school also, I'm very patient towards everything. I very coolly I will take them. I think that is my plus point, I guess. I don't get angry. But if anybody takes me for the royal right, like client side, I will raise my voice. That time. Raise means I argue. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Okay.
just have it.
Now, in terms of, like you said, okay, we started off with looks, but there's a whole other aspect of, several aspects of acting, which is how the person moves, uh, what is their body language, how do they manage to come across on camera, how do they manage to change expression. All these don't come, it doesn't come to people naturally. It's something that has to, be drawn from
Yeah.
within. So, what are the methods that you use in order to get an audition right? Because the producer or the client is finally making up their mind after seeing an audition. Because earlier the picture was enough, but now
Yes.
you need video in order to satisfy yourself that the person can do the acting.
Yeah, actually, some people are born with acting. That also I have seen. When I explain, they will understand. But many people don't understand. For example, okay, when you have to turn like this, when the action comes, reaction comes, we give more, we teach more of reaction because acting is easy. Your own shot is easy. But when somebody
Yeah.
is talking, that time reaction giving is a little difficult.
Yeah.
That predominantly we teach. Sometimes some people we act and show. I will make them in front of behind the camera. I will go in front of the camera and I will act and show. Then why
Okay.
I'm telling you, when I show that one, they will understand, okay, this is how it is. So that means I ignited their talent. When
Right.
I teach them, then next time they will be improving. So because
Right.
each script has got the different emotions, different
Right.
situations. So even when I am teaching them, I became an actor, actually speaking, because I have to literally teach so many scripts in my life. And now after COVID, what happens is now all self audition has come. Okay, the studio audition is not there anymore. So this is the more difficult for us. See, I have made one big chart, like you have to keep the camera like that. Camera has to be eye level, and hair has to be like this. That, of course, specification, everything we give, and plus we give the like light has to follow you, and it should not be backside, outside. All the details, one big paragraph of message we send, and
Right.
we will always tell them, don't go close up, keep little mid shot or lower mid shot like that. But yet, they will send badly, they will act. Acting is one thing, all these things are another things. So they
Yes.
will badly, light will not be there, or like pinadi or tube irko, something like that. No, they don't. However we teach, it's so difficult for us these days when to do the audition. And see, today we are doing the audition. You won't believe, each person sometimes 2 3 takes we did, 2 3 takes, because I myself not happy. Obviously I can't send it to the client. It's very difficult, actually speaking, when they
Yeah.
are doing this one. So that's what, when in my teaching class, I teach that how to do the introduction first, and how to keep the camera, how to do the audition. I will give the script, I will ask them to do that. So they
Okay.
learn how to do the self audition. That's also an act. See, Bombay என்னன்னா நிறைய people, everybody will learn. They will
Right.
all the actors will go, at least models, they would have learned at least 3 4 this one, but here it's not like that. That system has not come. Audition, so acting school and you pay பண்ணணுமா அப்படின்ட்டு, they don't understand. When they learn, how much of the benefit
It
they
can't
have.
come for free. Yes.
ಚೆನ್ನೈ ಇನ್ನೂ 20 ವರ್ಷ ಹೋಗೋಣ ಚೆನ್ನೈಗೆ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ್ವಿ.
Okay. So, the people who make it, how long do you find is the typical life of a model who's willing to put in the effort, willing to put in the required number of hours, understands the complexities of the game? Typically, what is the shelf life? That's the wrong word to use, but typically, when is
Modeling career or acting
politically
career.
incorrect word. But what are the kind of
Duration to where they
how
are there.
long do they continue to get assignments?
See, most of the girls, they will do it very well from 18 years to 25, 26 years. Okay, that is the major demand also is there. So once they get married, they will go abroad or they stop modeling. That is one thing, one segment. But some people, they get married and they will be settling down here only in Chennai, and they will still doing. So that is also there. And some people, if you see that, they have started as a kid model, and they will be there for long time. And some people, after getting married, they will take off and then come
Right.
back again re-entry. That is, they are also doing very well. We have seen every day, we are seeing that new ladies and men coming back. Men is the
Right.
problem here in Chennai, because they are all most of the people are not coming as a professional. The men I'm talking about, female will come, men will not come as a profession to this one, and we are also not advising, to be frank with you. But a very, we have very always problem when it comes to the male model, because we have less model, and the good looking people are suitable people, they're all in their big position, to get them for the ads is little tough only for us. So most of the time, when it comes to the male model, we go to Bangalore or Bombay. It's like that.
Okay. Okay. What about things like the portfolio? Does that still exist? Because earlier model used to go to a photographer, get a portfolio done, and then now is it all uploading? It's all Instagram because it's much easier to take photographs and then work on them. And how
Yeah,
does it work for you?
photography is very drastically has come down, especially in Chennai scenario. There is no holdings, so that's what The even when you were shooting, also print shoot is very less. But as you said, that nowadays everybody has got the good mobile camera, so they will shoot themselves and they will sit, and they are very well aware of that, how to pose, how to do that. But yet many people are not aware of that, so typical people. So that, for them, when they come to me, my office, I will teach them how to do it, how to do the hairstyle is good, how to dress up, and what is her face, how she has to do the hairstyle, how she has to take care of the hair care. So all the things, literally I teach them. For example, day before yesterday, one model has come, she's an actor from Bombay, but I told her, this picture will not work out. You have to do a south-based
Right.
portfolio. So I put her onto the photographer. I put her onto the whatever the stylist. So they organized everything. They got my approval of the sari and all those things, jewelry and all. They did it. So that is what it is. It is my expertise. I can say that, where
Right.
bindi is changing your look, and sari will change your look, like that. So
Yeah.
sorry.
No, it's there are so many nuances to get right. Like you said, when it comes to the South, people, especially if you're shooting from another city, and India has so many cultures
Yeah.
that if you don't get it culturally right, there are all kinds of issues that can come up later
Yes.
because it's
Yes.
not easy to go back and then recreate the exact set of the environment or the star or all of these things. Now, how do you manage patience is of course one of the issues that you have to develop huge reserves of patience because nothing is going to go on
Yeah.
perfectly as per schedule
Yes.
because it could be
Definitely.
something that once you get to the set then the photographer might have set it up for a certain frame and then the director is unhappy with the frame and they have to redo the lighting which again could take a long time so that pushes the schedule further.
Sure. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So is it that ultimately people feel bored because that is one of the problems that you have on set? Or what are the other issues that typically you have to manage?
Okay. One is the cooperation of the actors or the models, and secondly, agency people also. It's wrong to say that they're not experienced. They're not well planned. When they're not planned properly, so what happens is, something goes wrong, and most of the time, or sometimes I can say that. One art person or customer is late, or some dress is not this one, or some product has to come. So, like this, invariably it happens, though they say that artist has to be there by 6:30, 7 o'clock. We will take the first shot by 9 o'clock, it starts only by 12 o'clock. This is all the part of the things, it happens. And sometimes, very rarely in my case, but sometimes it happens, production house people will not give the food or water, And suppose if they're shooting in the outdoor, they won't provide the chairs or food. So like these problems arises, that time we have to take care of that.
Okay.
Both the ways
Okay.
we have to say that.
Yeah, it's actually quite a. But in your case, Tara, I think you really didn't have to look for a job, right? The job came looking for you, like you
Yes,
said.
I'm like, all the thanks goes to my husband. He was an advertiser. That's what he put me onto. And another
Right.
thing I have to tell you why probably now means I wouldn't have, because I'll tell you I am not a businesswoman. I'm very humane in nature. I never treat anybody as one like I'm a big coordinator or casting director, and I never do that. And anybody can snap me over. To be frank with you, but when I started, there were no coordinators.
Right.
That is the major advantage for me to start. And my
Right.
sincerity, my hard work, I'm very very
Right.
sincere and hard work to my this thing. So those qualities and the opportunities, I think it helped me out to come to this level. Today I'm the senior most casting director in India. I'm very, it's all by again God's grace actually.
Yeah, and the thing is that in spite of it being a difficult profession, because the pressure never eases up. It's not as if more experience will mean less pressure. The pressure it doesn't come down at all,
Yeah.
irrespective of whether you have 5 years experience or 10 years experience. The same kind of
Pressure is the
issues will
same
keep
thing.
cropping up.
Uh,
Yeah.
Only our experience helps to deal with it properly.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, because see,
Precisely.
all these kind words, अरे ऐसा होता है. See, I told no 2 days ago, shoot got delayed. There were Chennai model, there were Bombay model, there were Chennai, Bangalore models. So I was there till 8:39, and I told them, see, this is what it happens. I made the production manager. I told everybody to take care of them well, because that's very important. The kind words, because shoot happened. Because they're supposed to only finish by 7:30. They have booked the ticket by 11:30 flight, but it got delayed till
Yeah.
4 o'clock. So I told the artist, in case if it is get delays, I will try to get you additional payment. I told next day morning, client also agreed. So no problem, they gave. So sometimes it goes easily, but sometimes they don't pay extra amount for
Hmm.
additional. That time
Right.
to deal with them is very very difficult for us.
Right.
So
Right.
that is a bit,
It's not an easy profession to be in. Okay.
not at
But
all.
in terms of the number of people who want to be models, have you seen that increase substantially over time?
Of course, I told no. Now, a lot of people are there. So many. Those days only I could have taken in the album. Here now it is not possible thanks to internet. So lot of people are there. Is no comparison at all. There were
Hmm.
only few people that time. Now it is
Okay.
lots of people. So as the
Right.
days goes, I am seeing that lot of people coming slowly out of their home to modeling and acting and all. So they are also finding it. It's a like they get the money. More than the money, they get popular. So
Right.
so
Right.
that is also fascinating for them.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
but yeah, so that is very interesting. Models are coming forward because they wanted to get that is what Insta, if you see that everybody want to expose themselves, that's the reason they make a lot of reels and all those things. They will show themselves however they look, but I appreciate their confidence. However they
Right.
look, they do well, that is what it is. And I don't know whether you asked that question or not. um, but gone are those days only the handsome or good looking people modeling.
Right.
So
Right.
nowadays every character face they are looking at. All the most of the ads now, if you
Right.
see that Amazon ad types, they are
Right.
only character faces. So many ads like that. So
Right.
gone are those days. Only for the jewelry and sari, we need good looking girls
The
and the boys.
conventional good looks. Yes, that's true. No, you're so right, because another area which used to be fairly difficult to cast earlier was comedy. In the sense
Yeah.
that if you wanted to get somebody who looked funny, like you said, like a character, or was able to uh, create that character on screen, the person
Both the
actually may
ways.
not. Yeah, both are very tough to do. And
Both the ways. Some people see now, as I told you, wherever I go, my eyes will be always big to look at the people. Okay, wherever I think so sometimes I'll be staring at some men also. They might be thinking why this lady is staring at me because my mind like, okay, you can model. I have to approach. I'll go and give the card and I'll tell them, sorry, I can't say you are good looking. You are suitable for modeling. Why don't you? Okay, when they are little lenient, then only I'll say you are good looking. You can model. This is what it happens. So when we see the people, sometimes there will be character face. We will go and approach them. You have some character in it, so you can model. That is when I give the seat. Another thing is when I this is my experience. Suppose wherever I go, I see, so for example, some high society people will be there, or anybody for that matter.
Right.
When I go there, hey, you are suitable, you can model. When I say, oh, really? Really?
Hmm.
Like that, they are so happy because the words have come from my
Yes.
mouth. So
Yes.
what happens is, I just one instigate something interest in them. You can till
Right.
then they won't be thinking they can model. And when I
Right.
say that, you won't believe how it works out. They themselves will be prepared to model. So they will tell, hey, Taraji told me like this. They also start posing and taking the pictures and all. And somehow somebody will call them and they will be a model or acting. So this is so many people have brought them like this. My word only is making them, you can model. So that is again, my expertise, and thanks to my husband for putting me into
No,
this.
and this is something that, I mean, now that you said it, it comes through very clearly that you're almost always in that mode where you're looking out for interesting stroke, good looking stroke.
Always.
Uh, you know, so,
Always.
so when you come across people and then you tell them that, and
Yes.
has it become, yeah, like you said, it makes their day. You go up to them and say, have you considered modeling? And they immediately, for them, it's like a light bulb has gone off, that
Yes.
some person who's a professional in the industry has actually told them that they are good, they are likely to be good if they
Yeah.
want to try their hand at modeling,
Yes.
which
Many
is
people
wonderful.
are coming. I'm very happy to do that because see what happens is when we introduce them to the modeling field directly or indirectly, their life is totally entirely changes because they are waiting for the opportunities, and because they get to know a lot of people, they will make their own circle, and they earn money. More than the earning money, they will be popular, so
Right.
that is all. I'm very happy because even see, we have like 85-year-old lady, 87-year-old lady. They're all doing extremely well. We have one 97-year-old man, Mr. SN, but still he's doing well. Even last week he had come. Taraji, I'm not out. I am there. Like that, the inspiration I get from them actually. So that is a great thing because many people, I'm talking about 20, I mean 30, there used to be a lady, I forgot her name. She was very pretty lady. There was no good looking people were coming, no, those days. So I
Right.
approached her and I made her model. After that she became so busy, she didn't have the dates only to give it. Her life started after 65 years.
Wow.
And after that, after some time, she got some kind of allergy. She couldn't face the light. That's what she
Oh,
has to stop. Why I'm telling you, we are very happy that we put them onto somebody, some business, or their life changes. Some people have got the husband and wife ke beech mein. Some problem will be there. When they go out, they forget everything. They will be happy, and their income also is increases, and they become popular. They become more confident. They become a better human being. All those things, I'm very happy. And another thing is, I have to tell the benefit for me is, this is the only field you can meet lots of people. There is no hierarchy here. All people, IAS officer people will be there, wife also will be there, children will be there, he will be there, or anybody for that. Doctors will be
right.
there, more of doctors are there. So this is one
Right.
opportunity for me to meet lot of people in different kind of and connect heart to heart. That is basically
Right.
my nature. So it's a
Right.
nice journey. I really, really love this journey, to be frank with you. It's
So
nice.
your children have grown up seeing their mother become one of the most foremost model coordinators in South India and the country. So, what has the effect on them been?
My son is a photographer, and
Okay,
I lost my daughter. She was also into film direction.
oh,
Unfortunately, she's gone away. And but otherwise, they were both were encouraging me. Actually, very much encouraging me. They are very proud that Amma is like this. And
okay,
sometimes, or not sometimes, all the time, my family people will help me. I'm very supportive. Now my daughter-in-law is there, and my grandchild we have one. Of course, my daughter-in-law also is very encouraging. My son also. So everybody is very encouraging. Those days also, when my husband was there, my both the children were there. They were, I used to not giving any good time for the children and the family. I told her I used to collect the models and go on to the shoot.
right,
So those time also I didn't have any this kind of facilities those days. We didn't even have the phone. After
right.
that, when the pager came, I'm the first one to buy pager.
Why a
So
picture?
like that, it was, we had a very tough time. But when I come home, especially when I'm late after finishing the office job, when I see that my children and husband wait, and they will go and sleep off, I really feel guilty. Now also, I could not give the best time to my children. That is, I think, all people who are in the serious profession, they will have
Yeah,
balancing both, especially in
yes,
this business is difficult because ours is a 24-hour job. No
yeah, that's
coordinators normally will have the office separately because our job is day and night. So
yeah.
it's like that. Though we operate from home, we won't be having the time to eat or sleep. So
Right.
that's what I'm question.
That's one of
Yeah.
the things that you accept. And I think
Yeah.
the point about doing ads is casting for ads is that these are short term projects. They're over in a week to 10 days at the most, as opposed to a film or something where it could go on for months. But even
Yeah.
in that, I think once the coordinator, how does it work on web serials and all that? You hire for a web series and then the production house takes over,
They will
or
take care.
are you still, they will take care?
Yeah,
After
yeah.
that,
Once we do
it's
all
only
those
the
things, we fix
uh,
the rate and all those things. However many days, they will only call directly. If we have to make the invoice, then we will be involving. Otherwise, they will get the payment. But we will make sure that they are getting the payment. Every day you have to give the invoice. Every day you have to take the conveyance. All those directions we will give for movie and serials. Web series. Serials I don't do.
okay, okay. So, in terms of getting organized now, this is one of those things where literally you have built the system for classifying and then, managing the business itself. Because, like you said, there is a set of activities before the model is chosen, there is a set of activities while the shoot is on, and then you have to settle the whole
Yeah, yeah.
cycle and then manage the whole thing. So, all this is
Till we
learned.
give the payment,
In
it will be there.
huh.
Till we give the payment, it will be there. And after that, also, when is the ad releasing? That also.
Yeah,
It is
people
like that.
want to, yeah, that's true. But the big change also I noticed, Tara, is that earlier, channels were predominant and everybody used to sit in front of a TV. Whereas today, the number of ads being made is much more, but the audience is fragmenting across so many channels. But I guess that's worked out well for you because the number of ads being done has only gone up, right?
Yes, yes. But at the same time, the lot of casting directors and coordinators also have come.
Have come in.
That is also withered. Yeah, it's both
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah. Anyway, that is going to be part of the business because
Yeah,
there are people
it
who,
grows.
like you
Yeah,
said, have found the same interests, have found
yes.
that yes, this is something I want
It
to
grows
do.
everywhere. It grows. Simple as that. Always I
Yeah,
was the only casting director, a coordinator that
yeah,
time.
yeah,
So now
yeah,
I'm a casting director. So it's like that.
yeah. And I think a few of them, I think most famously, I think the casting director from Bombay, what's her name? Bhumi Pednekar. She started
Mhm.
off as a casting director and then went on to become a star, I think. At
Yes,
least
yes,
that is
yes.
she
Before me,
moved from
there
being
used to be Rasna Behil and some other lady, I forgot. But they are
okay.
not there. That is how I stayed back, the oldest one in the industry now.
Okay. Okay. So you continue to enjoy what you do.
Of
So your
course.
first job is continue to, 35 years later, you still find the job fulfilling. You like doing what you do. So
Yeah.
when you look back, what are you happy about, and what are the things that you wish you could do?
See, I'm very happy for the job what I'm getting still. There is
Okay.
no less work for me by God's grace.
Right.
It is going well only. In fact,
Right.
I'm becoming more known in the industry, and more people are coming. No, every day new people are coming because somehow they hear about my voice. Oh, Taraji, big people person அப்படின்னு. So அதெல்லாம் நல்லா இருக்கு. But எனக்கு வந்து what I should have done is I could have made it little bigger. Okay,
Okay.
little bigger casting agency. Or I started a branch in Bombay, but I could not do it because 6 7 years I was there also. There and here, managing both and family and all, it was very difficult for me, because
Right.
ultimately you have to balance with your family. So
Yes.
that was difficult. And I started now only I started about 1.5 year my Ignite school, acting school. I should have started much earlier. This is what I feel. So by now so many people would have come to the field.
Okay.
So
So how are you working out a curriculum for Ignite School? Where is that? How did you develop that? What are the various things that you teach? And how do you use your network to help people progress in the field?
yeah, first of all, when the people come join to our school, I give them the very comfort feeling first, because
Right.
that thing should be there. I'm
Right.
most of the time I'm very humane. I'm going in the spiritual path. Obviously, my nature also will be soft only, and I make
Right.
them feel they are comfortable. They should not think that Taraji is a big person. When they think like that, then that difference will be there. So I make sure that they are equivalent to me. Okay,
Okay.
I'll make sure that, okay, you are good in that, I am not good in that. So each
Okay.
one has that kind of comparison I'll give, so that they feel that very comfortable. Oh, such a big actor, such big casting director, she's talked so nicely, that I will win their heart. Basically my nature, I don't do anything extra. Basically my nature, even for my servants, I behave like that only. That
Right.
is the thing I will give them. And curriculum, what I start from introduction, and how to act in front of camera. We give lot of scripts we will give them to learn and act. We teach them how to do it, act. And also there is like Shivaji Ganeshans or anything, or Shakespeare, anything, whatever they want to learn and do it, also they can do. And I have one trainer. She's very very good. Thankfully I got Shivaji Ganeshan's great grand niece we have got, and she's
Okay.
teaching, training our children. It's a very good combination. She teaches all the basic thing of acting. I teach them like humanity, how to behave, how to dress up yourself, how to. I'm just grooming them, and plus I teach. Every day different kind of meditation I teach, so that
Okay.
nobody no one, probably in the acting school they will teach all these things. That is only our Ignite school will teach them. So
Right.
they all enjoy. See, if you see my website, I don't know whether they uploaded the how the are you can see in my Instagram also. People will praise when they come to my class. After that, they will give the feedback how they are benefited. It's just not
Right.
the acting, it's wholesome thing they will get. So
Right.
that is, I'm very happy for that again, to get that opportunity that came in my
Right.
mind, because I'm very much village girl. Okay, I'm coming from a very very remote village in Chikmagalur, near Chikmagalur in Karnataka, and these changes in my life, from that life to this life, and all these things, me touching so many people heart, is a great
Right.
benediction for me actually.
Right.
So.
Right. Amazing, Tara. What a wonderful experience. What a wonderful life. And how have you uh, you know, crossed across two or three generations of
Yeah.
filmmaking and the way. And this has been one of the biggest changes because let's say if it was from the 50s to the 80s, uh, the experience would be there, but here there is a whole lot of technology which has come in. There are a whole lot of
It's,
changes which came in, which you've adapted to and which you have incorporated. So
yes. No
it's
other go.
wonderful to
So,
hear.
so always I tell, no other go. I have to dance. I am on the this one floor. I have to dance like that. So this is the see. I believe that whatever the profession you are in, whatever the job you do, you have to have the sincerity and you have to have the interest in that. If you
Yes.
don't have the interest and if you don't enjoy that what you're doing, no point in doing this is what I teach everybody. I advise people, if
Wonderful.
you're not interested, don't put your this one, so it's no point in doing that half-heartedly. But
Right.
in my case, whatever I do, even I do gardening, I do house Sunday one like a full house cleaning, all those things are like heartily I do. I
Yeah.
like it,
It's all,
you know
put your heart and soul into
everything.
it.
Yes, so
Wonderful,
that
Tara.
sincerity should be there.
Wonderful. So, thank you for coming on the show. And I hope everyone who's tuned in today and who has seen the program will understand what is involved in a career in modeling and a career in model coordination, which is where you started. And you've come a long way from where you began to where you are today. All the best for Ignite School. And here's
Thank
wishing all the models who have come on board the very best for the future. Thank you for
Yes.
coming on the show, Tara.
Thank you so much. Thank you, dear. God bless. Yeah, bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you.